What's going on, ladies and Larrys? Welcome back, welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome. Out here in North Georgia, I'm gonna revisit the tailings piles that I hit last year about this time, since the vegetation's down. Massive, huge tailings piles here. I did find that piece of gold, which was really good. Like I said, I just want to kind of revisit and see if we can find anything more, honestly. But yeah, it's beautiful out here. No vegetation. Crazy Train's doing what she does, which you can see. All of this was mined out 100 years ago or so. But where I want to go is back up in this direction over here, where I found that one piece of gold at. And I really want to go over this whole area real slow. You can see down in here, people have been digging. But I want to revisit these tailings piles again and hit them with the metal detector, see what we can find. Maybe scratch something out and be kind of cool. But yeah, it's just a good time of year to do it. Good time of year to get it done. Been doing a little practice at home at the little playground areas for jewelry and stuff like that, so it makes it pretty good. But yeah, nice and cool day. Vegetation's low. Perfect time to get out there and swing the coil and see what we can do. But I'm gonna get down in here where I want to be, and we'll get set up and we'll get to rocking and rolling. Now we're cooking with gas. We're down in here. We were just up here. You can see where people's been digging out of the side, but all of this is tailings pile. Right over here is where we found that piece of gold. I'll link that video in here, but we found it right over in here. He's coming down. But yeah, I just really want to hit it and just see, just give it a good once over again and get out here and swing. It feels good to swing the detector. A little chilly this morning. Some areas over here we can hit. But yeah, looking good. Good Crazy Train. What are you doing? Are you funning around? Funning around? What have you found? Found something. Oh my gosh. What a wreck. You guys can see how high I am. How high these tailing piles are. They're just huge. Massive. Penny. Not an old one. What I'm looking for, guys, is I'm listening for just the faint signals. Quite a few hot rocks in here. was right in this area right here where I think it was about right in here is where I found that nugget at, somewhere in here. Heavy mineralization in here. Getting just a slight getting just a whisper. Just a whisper right there. And it's not even giving like a signal, it's more of a break in the threshold than anything. Yeah, not solid enough for me to want to spend the energy on. Getting a good signal right there. Sounds good. Let's dig it out and see what we got. Hello, guys. GoPro, stop recording. Nothing standing out. They left their fork. Left their digger too. I think I know whose digger that is. I think we all know whose digger that is. What do you guys think? I know somebody who uses those. They were working in here. I don't know if they ever got down to it. They were sure working it. Somebody put a lot of work in here. Pump box running. Pretty good. Let's run some material and see what we got. Hard pack. Good stuff. Let's go. Gang, you got it running at about 50 on the dial, 50 out of 100, about halfway. Running pretty good. Not complaining about that. Nice seeing the voltage too. We're just running some material. Just running some material is all we do. Alright, get back. Keep earthing. Knock stuff into us. Packed down in here. There you go. That's real packed. Real packs. Pack material, man. We're moving on. Well, gang, let me tell you, new ground, definitely nice ground out here. It's far though, it's real far from not only to get back to where we were at, but also from where I live, it's far. I think what I'm gonna do is come out here like in the spring, summertime and camp out. I'll bring the ATV out and yeah, we'll hit this hard. I'll come out here for like a couple of days with Echo and do a bunch of content for a few days and just really, you know, put everything through its paces. Today was kind of a scattered day of metal detecting, scouting, also running the high banker with the new box, you know, actually putting it in, you know, yeah, I ran it at home testing, but I wanted to have it in play, actually putting it in the field. Beautiful, works beautifully. I ran through about a battery, nothing big, nothing crazy. I didn't get a lot of cons, but we'll clean it up at home and see what we got. I know there's good gold there though from the test pans, but real good gold actually. But yeah, I'll come out here and camp out in the spring, summertime, and we'll hit this real hard. But anyway, guys, let's get back to the house, see what we got. All right, gang, we're back in the garage. A lot of updates. This video is going to kind of be like that end of the year type video that I'm going to do with you guys. But we had a fatality with the excavator. I literally snapped it. I thought I had it sitting here. But yeah, I actually broke the excavator. So it turned my day, it made it very short. We have a new excavator 2.0 that's coming in. But any rate, I got about not quite a battery through the high banker before I broke the excavator. I didn't have any other way to shovel. So, but yeah, the cons we have from that are right here. It's not much. So I'm just gonna run this. I'm not gonna demagnetize it. I'm just gonna run it through the cleanup sluice and we'll pan it back, see what we got. I know there's good gold in here for the little bit that we ran. And so this new area that I'm scouting out has a lot of potential. It's further away from home than where I normally go. But with this area, I can bring my ATV, I can bring my big canvas tent and I can camp out there for a few days at a time, which would allow me to really process material, and really put some material through the box instead of just having a few hours every now and then. That's the beautiful thing about this area, although this area is very big. So to get to know it and how to find my way around it is going to be a trick in itself. But this coming up spring, summer, I'll be doing some camping trips up there with you guys, and we'll just go through it together. And then I can bring all the gear up there. Whatever we run into, we'll have a tool in the toolbox to be able to utilize and to be able to run material that way. But just having the excavator, the tent set up, having Miss Echo with me, it'll just be a blast, and I'd look forward to doing that content with you guys. But anyway, let me get the Dream Mat Sluice set up real quick, and we'll run through this little bit of material I have. And then I'm going to probably, since it's a new year, I'm going to take all my cons and I'm going to rerun those. I do have a prototype sluice that I'm working with. I can't show it to you guys because there's patents being pending for it. So unfortunately I can't show that. I'm going to use that also just to try it out here in this environment before taking it out into the field. But it looks very promising. I'm very excited to play with that. A lot of new things, and again, the battery boxes are doing beautifully. I've got a bunch sold. Anybody wants one, just contact me and I can get you set up. I just use my Miller table or the header box. When the water starts flowing over the Adventure Sluice, it actually makes it stick on there just like glue, which is kind of neat. But yeah, you guys get the point anyway. But I know we have gold in this. I just don't know how much. I'm sitting at about 9 degrees. About 9 degrees, guys. No, actually about 8 degrees, I think. This isn't much. You know, I just, like I said, I broke the shovel and then I cleaned out. So we're only gonna have just a few little scoops in here. That's of course. You can really see the black sand sticking in there too. I'm just gonna reduce that up just a hair. Make sure it's dancing around. Really see that black sand, the heavies is really sticking in there. The test pan showed a little bit of color. I wasn't like really trying to hit a hot spot. I was just really looking for some color to run that I could use the battery box and the high banker on out the field. And you know, it's worked beautifully.
Hey guys, I'm going to jump in here real quick just to explain the reason why I remove the magnetics out of my material before running it through the cleanup sluice is because I don't have to turn up the water flow as high after I remove the magnetics. The magnetics really stick into the cells like glue, and it doesn't matter what kind of mat you use. And that's the reason why I remove the magnetics. They're such fine gold that it's just, I don't like running
pretty hot too,
the cleanup sluice this fast, but in order to get the cells to clear as well as
I saved my cons, so
get the circulation in them, that's why.
$5-gallon bucket regulated to that. This is just all the cons that I've saved all year long after I've run them in the cleanup. The old garage classification. New magnet. That's a nice jammy right there too. Rare earth magnet in there. Super nice. Similar to the small magnet, but the bigger one. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Not terrible. Yeah. Like I said, I don't expect anything out of the Plus. Stranger things have happened. We'll take our time. Got the gold claw doing what the gold claw does. All right. If I can get the glare out of there, it should be right at the tip of my finger right there. That little speck. And there's a couple other little micros in there. Why not? Oh no. I thought that was dirt, guys. Oh no. Watch this. Wait till you see this. So all of this right here, that beige, that's all gold. That whole thing is gold. Let me try to see if I can zoom in on that. Look at that. That's all super microfine. And it's running up there, but it stopped right up at that lip right there. But this is all super microfine gold. You see it? Crazy. Wow. Now look at where we're at. A pretty decent amount of gold right there. Be shocked, or actually surprised, but. All right, gang, we got the number table all set up here. You can see we got the power box. She's running as she's supposed to, running beautifully. Dial it right down, index control, incredible, love it. Power box can go right from the field right to the cleanup, no problem. And that's what I like. I don't like having to switch out a lot of systems and stuff like that. But anyway, we're gonna do the snuffer dump. See what we come up with. Not expecting like ground shattering, but we're mixing in both what I captured out there as well as the rerunning the cons cleanup. Shake that down. Put out there. Oh yeah. That fine gold. Really fine gold. We're not losing anything either because we have the catch pan in the bottom down here. All that is just super fine. So that's most of it. Nope, there's still more in there. That's the end of the bottle. You can see right in here. You can see the gold in there too. We did all right, actually. You know, between the rerunning the cons and doing less than a full battery on the little high banker, we did all right. I get it in focus for you guys there. Yeah, cool. All right, gang, we're dried up. Just get you a little look, a little peeksy-poo at it before we put it on a scale. But you can see just how fine. I mean, we're talking micro mesh. Some of those pieces. There's some bigger pieces in there, but it's super fine. Super fine. just how fine that is. Let's get her on the scale here. We'll get her weighed in. If we can move the scale, we should be able to, but I'm not, I'm not hoping for greatness here, but it's all right. Our coin on here is a 1944 Mercury that I pulled out of New York City Park. I figure every time I do a weigh-in, I'll put a different coin in there because I've gotten hundreds of different silver coins from doing a lot of metal detecting over the years. But anyway, the tear is done. Cup's on there. Let's see what we got here. Be careful. I'm gonna brush it because there's that whole lot of fine in there. Yeah, 0.1. 0.1, that's all right. 0.1. All right, gang, just real quick on the power boxes. As I've been building these, I wanted to explain a couple of things to some of you guys who may be interested in getting one of these. If you don't have a battery, or a cordless tool set, right? But you still want one of these power boxes. My recommendation to you for batteries is going to be the DeWalt 20 volt. These DeWalt 20 volt max. I get these, I'll try to get it in the camera. I get these knockoff DeWalt 20 volt max batteries. They're 6 amp hours versus a traditional power tool battery that's a couple of amp hours versus 6 amp hours. More amp hours, more runtime. These batteries are cheap enough off of Amazon. I'll have a link in my communities tab to these batteries also. But that's my recommendation if you don't have a battery system. When it comes to battery systems, there's 2 batteries that work the best, and it's DeWalt and it's Makita. And the reason for that is the top tab to pull the battery out of the adapter, that top tab right there, versus rigid that is on the sides right here that you have to pull. So with the rigid style batteries, I have to mount the adapter to where it doesn't lock in, or otherwise you won't get your fingers down inside of the box to be able to unlatch it. Okay, it'll get stuck in there. Milwaukee is a little narrower here, so you can get away with it. You just have to squeeze your fingers down in there to just grab a hold of it. But Milwaukee can work, but rigid, the way I make the rigid style is I make sure it doesn't lock down when you put it in. It contacts fine, but it doesn't lock into place. That's just so you can get the battery in and out and swap out batteries. Ryobi doesn't work because Ryobi's bottom, it goes in from the bottom, so they don't make a sliding battery like this, only in the 40 volt, the big ones, like this. That's 40 volt Ryobi, but yeah, that's only 2 amp hour, but you get the point. And the controllers won't handle 40 volts, but you can get these cheap. These DeWalts are fairly cheap, chargers fairly cheap. If you don't have a battery system, recommended DeWalt 6 amp hour 20 volt maxes. 18 volt works fine too if you already have an 18 volt system. I just happen to have DeWalt and rigid, but mostly DeWalt, so yeah. Anyway guys, just wanted to touch base with you on the power box. If you want one, contact me through the socials. You can go in the links below. I have my socials there. If you don't have any kind of social media, which I understand some people don't, contact me and I'll try to get you like an email address and we can converse a little bit. But I've got a few of these out already. I got more to make. Parts come in. The holidays has kept parts, getting them in a little slow, but we're catching back up. A little something I'm working on over the winter for next year, gang. And I had made a short of this a long time ago. It was kind of an idea that I had, because with a little high banker like this, you get out in the middle of those big creeks or those small rivers and whatnot is real deep. And the legs, it doesn't stand up high enough. In that one video I did, you'll see where I used the high banker without that, and it's almost too low. Something like this can float, have a tether on it. I'll widen this out as well. This will get wider just to stabilize it, but be able to bring this right into the deep parts and feed this thing. That'd be a slick deal right there. I'm toying with it. Those pontoons right there I have a stabilizer that goes for my canoe, and it's outriggers for that. And I also use it on my Hobie Pro Angler, the outriggers stabilize it, because on my Pro Angler, I have what's called an H bar, so I can stand up and fish out of it. And the outriggers just make it more stable, and of course stable for the canoe, but that's what those are for. But I can repurpose them and just maybe build something to where I can use it for this application as well. They're light. They're literally outriggers. Well, ladies and Larrys, there we have it. Full year, full season in the books. It was really great. Me and Miss Echo had a great time just getting out there and exploring new ground, finding a little color. Had a lot of adventures, and that's, you know, really what this is about, and this is why I do that. We hit over 1,000 subscribers already on the channel, which is just mind-blowing. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't pushing for that. That just kind of happened. I do appreciate every subscriber out there. I love you guys. You know, I'm looking forward to this next year and seeing what else we can uncover. I got some ideas like you saw in this video. I'm gonna do a lot more camping this year, and putting more days and more material through the box instead of just a short one-day adventures. Really go out there and put a couple of days work in, and play around with that a little bit. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you. I love you. Hit the link, like, subscribe, links below. Check out the communities page if you're looking for any kind of products off Amazon. I'm always adding things to that. But love you, and we'll catch you on the next one.